recent years, translators, linguists, and students have heard several of the most atrocious comments that we can imagine. A machine will steal your job. Choose something with better work opportunities. These are the statements that linguists and students often face when translation technologies are mentioned in the conversation. And we often think that it is simply not true. That translation technologies are misunderstood and they can never replace the human translator. Can they? Well, that is about to be seen. Personally, I believe that the main translation technology that is going to revolutionize the translation field, if it is not doing it yet, is neural machine translation systems. From the point of view of computer science, according to researcher and scientist Philipp Koehn, a neural network is a machine learning technique that takes a number of inputs and predicts outputs. In many ways, they are not very different from other machine learning methods but have distinct strengths. This means that a neural machine translation system is a technique that requires artificial intelligence. It is able to apply translation methods and techniques. Moreover, as the Google AI blog says, NMT considers the entire input sentence as a unit for translation. While most CAT tools widely used by translators focus on segmentation translation, neural machine translation systems focus on semantic units, meaning that they can focus on the entire text, considering segments from the point of view of semantics and not from the point of view of words. In fact, according to a 2018 study from the University of Alicante, Spain, in which a neural machine translation system is used to translate from Basque to Spanish, it is shown that a neural machine translation system presents outstanding results compared with other machine translation systems in terms of greater preferences among language users of Basque and Spanish, being Basque a language with complex morphology and being NMT systems better at translating to languages with simpler morphology. This evidence shows us that neural machine translation systems are, more than ever, able to mimic the functioning of the human brain to the point of delivering a more natural translation compared with other systems of machine translation. We can also see human preferences between the Google NMT system and human translations in the following chart provided by the Google IA blog. As you can see, both techniques are very close to each other compared with the previous Google Translator. In fact, we can see an example in the following image where the main idea of the text is intelligible and there are minor lexical and segment order variations. Well, after all, it seems that the future of translation is NMT systems, right? Well, yes and no. I believe that translation technologies can definitely replace human translators. Indeed, as some have already optimized and helped increase productivity in some fields. However, they are not going to eliminate us. Someone has to teach and give tools to those NMT systems, and those teachers will probably be programmers, linguists, and experts from other fields. Also, an editor has to correct and check the translated text. NMT systems will not replace us. They will be our new students and our new colleagues. However, there is something else that I want to add. Last year, an outstanding professor whom I greatly respect told us something that I will never forget. Translator, she said, before anything else, is a linguist. The linguist knows that every small detail is important for the communication, and every small change in the text or in the context can drastically change the course of the communication. But even if an AI is able to do that, a linguist is, before anything, a human. A human is able to understand other humans, to differentiate purpose from mistakes, to put oneself in someone else's shoes. A human feels and is able to create as a result from the interpretation of those emotions, which is the essence of humans. And translation. The next time that someone tells us that a machine will steal our job, let's remember that in that moment we will be more human than ever. Thanks for watching.